Hey, I'm Charlie Stevens. I wanted to show you how to do a drawer handle out of a shotgun shell. You can see right here, it just makes something more interesting. It's very, very rugged if you do it just the way I'm going to show you. So here we got spent shotgun shells where I've cut off the plastic portion, okay? And you can cut it off in any number of ways. Very, very simple. You want to then wash them out, clean them really good, dry them really good, and then take just subfloor adhesive. There's other brands, other types that do the same thing that have a very thick consistency, and it's a very aggressive glue when it dries. If you want to go crazy, stand and watch them dry, because these took days. I had to set them out in a little bit of sunshine we had at the time. But I'll show you here how simple it is. You can saw like this and just solve the world's problems in the back of your mind while you gnaw through this. So when you cut this, you want to stay a little bit above the metal. Then you just take a piece of sandpaper and just, again, you're gnawing at it, but it works. So you want to be careful not to grind down into the metal on here. It's no match for sandpaper, and it would disturb the look you're after. So I was just showing you these here just as examples, but they wouldn't actually work. You see why? It's not deep enough to get enough glue in there to get enough grab with a screw head. High brass, 20 or 12 or 16 gauge, whatever, 10 gauge, whatever you got is best for these. I got plenty of room in there, like almost 3/4 of an inch, to dig in with the screw and get a good hold for abuse with knuckles grabbing the handles. So we got one ready right here. I got a drawer that I've had to open like this every single time in my little makeshift office. A couple ways you can do this. You can take a marker and put a little dot on there, a pencil in this case here, because you're not at a real good angle to see what you're doing. But I'm going to take and I'm going to place it at an angle on the head of the screw, push it tight. There we go. So what I would do first actually is buff these. Brass will get a really nice shine with a buffing wheel, like a jeweler's polish. Looks a lot better, but for the sake of example right here, we got one on, so. I'm Charlie Stevens, and this is a fun little project you can do on a weekend. The longest portion of it would be waiting for the glue to dry. I'm going to try to make a lot of videos, so hopefully you'll love them and subscribe. It's all about the creative use of common materials, things like that, things that we find interesting. So hopefully you'll love it and subscribe.